Boxing, joined by Travis Foster, talking about March Badness. Normally an MMA fighter, but jumping into the boxing ring. Sir, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
So, tell me and help me out on that first part. Normally compete in mixed martial arts, but sometimes you dabble also in boxing, correct?
Yeah, so basically since I moved out here, I hopped into a boxing fight, short notice, ended up winning, and fell in love with the sport ever since, so now here I am.
And you came from a wrestling background, right?
Yeah, over 10 years.
Did you ever expect then to fall in love with the sweet science?
Yeah, I've been trying to get into the sport my whole life, but my dad, he never let me because he said it's too much brain trauma and all of that. Yeah.
Now, what do you think now that you've been involved in the sport? How are your feelings towards it and training?
It's very fascinating. I fell in love with it ever since that first fight I had. I got the most love here in New Mexico than I ever did in any venue that I ever fought in. I fought in like 7 different states, and New Mexico showed me the most love out of anywhere. So it's been amazing.
How much different is it for you from an MMA fight to a boxing match? Just the workings of it, the reads, the mentality that goes into the fight.
It's definitely different technically and as far as rule set goes. But for me, I feel like I'm at a severe advantage because as of lately, every single MMA fight is like I'm landing strikes, and then next thing you know, they're bear hugging me, or they're double legging me, or they're on top of me and they're hugging me. So in boxing, you can't do that. You gotta fight with the hands, or take a knee and lose.
Are you surprised going from having a wrestling background that you've now acclimated more towards using your hands in the stand-up?
Not at all, because even though it's 2 different sports, it's actually very, very similar. It's all about footwork, angles. Angles is very important in wrestling. Angles is very important in boxing. Footwork is very important. Conditioning is very important. Discipline is very important. So it's a lot of similarities, just 2 different sports.
March 7th, going to be taking on another MMA fighter, taking on Nikko Nathan. The local fans know he's a guy that likes to stand, trade, and brawl. Is it awkward or in your favor that you're going to be facing another MMA fighter, but in a boxing match?
To be honest, I mean this in the most humble way as possible. It really doesn't matter. You know, if it was an MMA guy, boxing guy, I mean, it's in my favor, the fact that it is an MMA guy, but it didn't matter.
Is it awkward going from the stances, transitioning, trying to go from your MMA training to getting boxing training, the different stances, the different leverages, and now in camp do you focus more in on just boxing as you know there's a boxing match ahead of you?
Yeah, it's not awkward for me because every morning I do my MMA training and every night I do boxing training. So it's not like I haven't been training boxing and all of a sudden let's train boxing. I box every day. But now I'm just scratching out the MMA part and only boxing.
From what we know of Nathan, with him being more of a brawler, is it going to look like you're more of the technical boxer than in this matchup is what you feel like?
To be honest, I don't really want to reveal what's going to happen. What I will say is come March 7th and be there live and you'll find out.
Now I want to reveal too many details on what's going to happen. What's the crowd going to walk away saying, and where do you think it's going to catapult you to?
Okay, so I like to be as humble as possible, but he won't survive the 4 rounds, and I expect this to catapult me to being an Albuquerque fan favorite from here on out.